Welcome back to Why We Nurse. Today's episode is a little different. It's just me sharing my story and the heart behind this podcast. Before I share more of other stories, I want you to know mine because this podcast was born from my own journey through nursing, education, and growth. My path to nursing wasn't a straight line. I started as an EMT and then decided to move into an LVN program. I started my career with a passion for patient care, but quickly learned that nursing is more than a job. It's a commitment to lifelong learning and adaptability. During my journey through the LVN program, I was met with many challenges, specifically the ER at Ben Taub Hospital and the Houston Medical Center. This clinical rotation challenged me to think fast and with compassion for people who were often not very nice to you. After finishing my program, I was so ecstatic to get a position in a nearby hospital. I felt like I was really a nurse now. The reality of it all hit me very quickly. I was given a very minimal 2-week classroom style orientation and then sent to the floor to care for patients alone. I didn't get a preceptor and was not welcomed to the unit. I worked at that hospital for 3 months, and yet those 3 months were so impactful. During that time, I was kicked by a patient, grabbed with the intent of sexual assault, and bullied by my coworkers. I had no support from leadership and no guidance. Doctors would scream at me. I left every day crying, thinking I had made the biggest mistake by going to nursing school. I wasn't cut out for this. However, I kept pushing and things did eventually get better. It did take me some time to find my niche in nursing. So I'll talk about some of the roles that I've held. Over the years, I've worn many hats as a nurse. I've worked in acute care, home health, a clinic, school nurse, and in education. And each role taught me something different about care, resilience, and teamwork. From the past pace of acute care to the joy of teaching future nurses, these experiences shape my perspective and my why. Nursing definitely isn't one size fits all. It's a profession with endless possibilities, and I've been blessed to explore so many of them. I think the most impactful role that I've had was in home health. I really had the opportunity to spend some time getting to know my patients and their families. This helped me be able to notice small changes better, and I got to use and hone many of my skills during that time, including indwelling catheter insertions and removals, IV therapy, PICC line care, tons and tons of wound care, phlebotomy, and assessment. After about 10 years of being an LVN, I decided it was time to make the move forward and get an RN license. So education has been a huge part of my journey. As I mentioned earlier, I began with an LVN and later pursued an ADN, BSN, MSN, and now I'm in a PhD program. Each step opened new doors, whether it was moving from bedside care to leadership or exploring roles that allowed me to teach and mentor others. Nursing education taught me that growth never stops. And that's something I want every nurse to embrace. As I have gone through this doctoral journey, not without its own challenges, I have really found growth and a desire to become not just a better nurse, but a better person. I published a couple of blogs on Nursology that have really helped grow my mindset and understanding. If you've not heard of Nursology, they are a blog site focused on nursing education at the theoretical and philosophical level. I really, really encourage you to check them out. Some of the opportunities that have been afforded to me by nursing, first of all, I would like to say that I have met so many fantastic people through my career in nursing. But I have also been able to go to Austin in Texas to support nursing and healthcare at the Capitol, advocating for Texas nurses and for those we care for. I have also had the opportunity to serve on the board of directors for Texas Nurses Association District 9, as well as for the Association for Nursing Professional as well as the Association for Nursing Professional Development, Houston. Both of these opportunities have given the chance to grow and develop as a leader and mentor in nursing. I also had the privilege to work with the Association of Psychosocial Nursing on an upcoming webinar focused on how we can use AI as a tool to enhance caring while providing our presence to our patients. I created Why We Nurse because I wanted a space for these stories, the ones that inspire us, challenge us, and remind us of our purpose. Nursing is a science, yes, but it's also soul. And this podcast is about celebrating both. My hope is that every episode leaves you feeling seen, supported, and inspired. Whether you're a student, a seasoned nurse, or someone who's ever been cared for by one, this is our community. This is our voice. If you're listening and you're a nurse, I want you to pause and remember your why. And if you're not a nurse, I hope this gives you a glimpse into the heart of those who care for you. Because at the end of the day, that's why we nurse. Thank you for joining me for this special episode of Why We Nurse. If my story resonated with you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Follow at Why We Nurse on Instagram for updates and behind the scenes content. Got a story to share or want to be a guest? Email me at whyweenerspodcast@gmail.com. Until next time, stay strong, stay compassionate, and remember why you nurse. I would like to thank everybody for joining us for this first season of Why We Nurse. Please join us for season 2 starting January 6th of 2026.